Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly sun sign reading. Hope you're all doing well and taking care of yourselves, because the messages I got when I was pre-shuffling the cards was pray and enlightenment. And we'll see what the cards have to say. The moon sign readings also will be out towards the full moon. The time of the full moon. Ace of Wands. You're transforming. You're transforming, I want to say like transforming through hell. Through the pain. But it's helping you to create, but I feel like you're not happy because you want it to be more. You want to be more action, more creation, more. You want that one to just be doing way more than it is. But that's not how. The fire must be tempered. The God spark must be tempered, right? To create with. You're just gonna create a tower moment for yourself. I know it hurts, but like create through the pain. Transform through it. Like, you gotta switch to feminine energy and creating in the void, and feminine energy uses intuition and creates in the darkness something with the light, and it's transformative. Ace of Swords. And look, now we have clarity with the light and a transformational truth. So now you have two aces. You got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. New beginnings. Feeling stronger. But you gotta heal. All right. What helps you ground the energy? Knight of Swords. This is learning to tell truths. There's a message in there. We're going to read that. Okay. We have the Page of Coins. This is somebody who's on a spiritual quest. And I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is someone else's energy. And you're learning to tell truths. And connecting with somebody who's on a spiritual quest and somebody who knows how to ground the energy. They've already learned how to do that. Connected to nature, connected to source. And this is all about facing yourself within. It's the path of the moon. It's within. Setting something free from your past. Like seeing through something you always knew was there. And it's going to be an emotional freedom. And then we have death and rebirth. Well, death, you know what that is. And then have faith. Have faith, because we have the Palace of Cups, which is an environment that is safe to connect to your heart space. And you can feel free there to let your emotions free. Let's get the message. Just have strength. Okay. The Knight of Swords is mounted on a white-winged horse. He represents the soaring flights the mind is capable of, whether flights of fancy or invention. To accomplish these flights, he must put aside the restrictions and inhibitions that his conscious mind has placed on him. so that he can develop the original and unorthodox patterns necessary for his flight. He must also focus entirely on his goal without being distracted or defying gravity. That is the inertia against which we all struggle by sheer force of will. His ability to focus is shown by the winged helmet, in contrast to the page's hat. Of course, such single-minded focus means that he won't be the most tolerant or empathetic person you'll ever meet. He may be quick to jump to conclusions or to take offense. Knights represent a stage of phase where focus, attention, and determination are necessary. The Knight of Swords means focusing on the mind, where success depends on your ability to patiently and carefully work out a solution to a problem at hand. Knights are doing. The Knight of Swords suggests that you take action based on your plans and ideas. He also recommends that you let your mind take wing like the horse on the card so that you can escape earthbound modes of thinking. In other words, try thinking outside the box. And this is about positive patterns. If you are trying to build a positive life for yourself and you are still continuing to be stuck in victim template, abuse template, and create negative patterns for yourself, and you're not shifting over telling your truth, you can't just tell truth to the people around you. You have to tell truth to yourself too. And you have to do the work with yourself too. And that allows you to grow and ground your energy. And not being irrational, not acting off impulse and emotion. Because what you really do is you want to get to a better state of emotions, right? You want to when you raise your vibration. And raising your vibration, it's using the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Wands. It's tempering your energy while you're telling your truth and thinking outside the box to heal and to harmonize and to grow. While you're facing with what's happening within, so you can heal, right? Let's just clarify. Ace of Wands with this amazing deck, the Patch Tarot. Okay, love it, beautiful. And there we go. Ace of Wands energy. Look at that. We have the King of Discs. Discs, determined. Be determined. That's your energy. Be determined to climb the mountain within and follow the light. And following the light is not following the darkness and creating more negative patterns for yourself. Heal and shift out of that. And use that Ace of Swords. And there it is. Double clarification. Use your Ace of Swords. Okay? Realization. It's time for you to have a realization. And that's being honest with yourself so you can be honest with the people around you. Remember, it will resonate different for everyone. If this message doesn't resonate with you, it wasn't for you, but thank you for joining me here anyways. I wish you luck. All right. Okay, you know what? Because this is so many cards, but I feel the energy, but it's just gonna be continuing on. The reading will be too long. we're gonna... There was a whole other spread in there. It's like I could see what the situation was about. It was like... Yeah. So here with the Knight of Swords, we have the child. This is the new beginning. And this is connecting to your inner child. And that's where the freedom's going to be. And like, that's what I could see in the cards. Like, what just came out was like childhood wounds. You gotta deal with your childhood wounds and tell your truths there. And I could see that in the cards that just came out. Like the whole other spread was like a truth that needs to be told to clear up your childhood wounds, even maybe with your parents' marriage or what happened in your family life. But this is about like restoring something from your childhood, and then so you can just go out and along your merry way again and begin creating, you know, like letting go of the past and creating a beautiful future that connects to your childhood. But it's like, and spirit's there, source is there, and it's like you're not seeing something. You're not seeing something because you're distracted by something. You're distracted by something. You're not seeing the fact that spirit is here. And this is about a transformation. Yeah. Because now we've got the Two of Wands. And it's come out this way, and it's destruction. You're in destruction mode. You're in destruction mode with this person that's on a spiritual quest here, the Page of Coins. You're on a destruction mode. You're fighting. And if this is even just fighting with yourself, because, you know, will resonate differently with everyone, but if this is just fighting even within yourself, fighting your own darkness, battling within, you're in destruction mode. We need to turn that around, and we need to use that energy and build positive patterns and create and heal. Because right now, you're feeling loss. You're actually feeling loss in the Five of Cups. You know, feeling blah, feeling sorry for yourself, just feeling empty. But remember, we need to transform. We need to have a bird's eye view and not let our emotions get the best of us, and have strength. Have strength. And have compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Doing inner child work is never easy. Have compassion for yourself. See through the illusions. Because you have a purpose. You matter. What you're doing matters. Find strength. Now, see what's being activated. Seven of Wands. Look at that fighting there. And nobody's winning. That's ego games. Someone just got hurt here. Someone's on the ground. Whether this is actual fighting with people or fighting with yourself. Doesn't actually solve the problem. A battle has been fought and won. A warrior stands on top of a rocky outcrop, her weapon raised over her head. Excuse me. 6 wands stand in the ground, fencing off the area, giving her an advantage and giving her an advantageous position. A body lies bloodied on the ground below. The warrior has won, but at what cost? Her opponent lies at her feet, broken and bloodied. Was this a real fight or a practice session gone awry? The warrior must learn to temper her force, to know when she has won and not to take the fight a step further. Will the defeated person be all right? This card's message seems to suggest total domination comes at a chilling price. Taking risks, protecting one's space, and losing balance, losing control, and hurting someone, hurting yourself, hurting the people we love. And at what cost for the ego games of being right? You know, we want to shift out of that. That's what we're moving away from. Please heal. Please use self-care. Please be nice to yourself and the people around you. Remember, we came here to love and create. And we're having experiences, and how we don't want to react, we want to respond. And then we build our positive patterns, we build our vibration. And then we don't have to fight ourselves within. Let's just get one more of these to see how we can shift out. How can we shift out of the Seven of Wands energy? What can we do? There. Okay. All right. The Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. That's beautiful. A rider sits on top of her mount. She holds a flame of fire in her hand and seems to be concentrating on that instead of watching where they are going. The Pegasus whips its head around and casts its own flame, as if it were challenging the rider to a contest. No one is paying attention to their movement in this image. Instead, they focus their eyes on making a fire, a distraction to pass the time. The downward motion of the Pegasus's wings suggests that they are moving quickly. Their ability to cast flames will come in handy when faced with challenges. They must learn to temper their boredom and focus their combined energies together. This card suggests that charging forward while not prepared might not be the best thing to do. Reaction, movement, charging ahead. So we're going to temper ourselves and connect to our heart space and our cups and what we really want. And that's why the Nine of Cups is here. So you have to be in the energy of what you want to create. And you can't be creating happiness in the energy of destruction. You have to shift out. We destroy to create, but we have to shift. We have to shift our energies into positive patterns, then to create with. A kneeling figure prepares to gather water. Along the walls are 6 birds drinking deeply from chalices of their own. The woman uses her container to scoop water. Will she be able to retrieve enough water from the stream trickling in? If she stands up and pours the water back out, what will happen? She sits low to the water so that she's able to fully get the fluid into her chalice as she can. The birds let her know that the water is fresh and hasn't been tampered with. The message of this card is to enjoy the harvest of nature's gift. A wish coming true. Be proud of what you have accomplished. Start there. Start being proud of what you have accomplished. Thank you for joining me here today. I will see you again soon.